Creative class originally started as a side project, yeah?
Yeah, it was, I figured, I've been freelancing, at the time I'd been freelancing probably about 14 or 15 years, and I figured, okay, I've kind of built up a whole bunch of processes and I've learned quite a bit about freelancing. I get 100 emails a week from freelancers wanting to learn something or wanting to pick my brains. I was like, I could probably teach something. And then I realized the difference between knowing something and teaching something is sometimes a mile wide.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. How did you go about validating the idea for the course? Aside from just having people coming to you asking questions, which is, by the way, like the best validation ever, what were your next steps after you sort of recognized that trend?
Yeah, so the first step, even going back a bit, was kind of building an audience of people who were interested in the things I had to say about freelancing. And this was just my mailing list, my blog, so it's free content. And I did that for a while. And then I started to get questions. And from the questions, I was writing down what the questions were so I could look for trends. Okay, if like 10 people or 100 people are asking the same question, I've answered this 100 times. Maybe I can answer this one more time in a course, whether it's free or paid. That doesn't even matter yet. It's just looking for trends and what people are asking for. And then I started to think, okay, I can put this into a course. So I wrote down my ideas for the course, and I think I had something like, it was ridiculous. I had something like 30 lessons for the course. And then I started planning out those lessons, and I was like, this is going to take like 2 years to build. And I was like, okay, no, this is no. So I figured out, okay, there are 7 things that I can teach where the whole process falls completely apart unless these 7 things are present. So I started with like 30 or 35 ideas for lessons, then I cut it all the way down to 7. And then I launched the course with 7 lessons, which I think only took me about 2 months, which was a lot better than 2 years. And then as I started to teach a course and as people started to buy the course, I started to ask them, okay, well, what do you think of these lessons? What did you want to have answered from the course that I didn't cover yet? And then from there, I built 5 more lessons. And actually, those 5 lessons are watched probably twice as much as the 7 lessons that I made in the first place. So I think the validation was good, but it's still a lot of ego and it's still a lot of guesswork. Whereas validation with data and customers, that's like the gold as far as I'm concerned. So that's what I've done for every course since then too.